Hey, RobotnikIsSexy here, and this is the Kwanderen66s Theme Team Tournament Match Bracket Round 1. Me versus PromiscuosFrog, and he's got a Star Wars team. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's live recorded, and shout out to Mike/Hydrian for helping me put together this team. Last night we brainstormed it and poke-agended it, and there is a giant ball of glare. Send out Fretris, which I should be calling Bomb Man, because this is a Megaman 1 team, and he sends out his steel trapping Magnezone. But I have a little surprise in store for steel trapping Magnezone, and that surprise is giant glare, and you'll see here. I can actually take one, and I use Earthquake. But Death Star lives because I don't have attack investment. Perhaps in a future version of Bomb Man I will have an attack investment, because yeah, kind of defeats the purpose of Earthquake if I can't take out a Magnezone. So I guess back to the drawing board for Bomb Man. I should have probably considered some attack investment, but I haven't even tested this team at all. And going off of nothing. Yep. But Death Star is mortally wounded, which is alright, I suppose. And send out Fireman here, who definitely outspeeds. This is a modest choice specs Fireman, and he kicks all kinds of bottom, but he can't take any hits, like ever. Kind of a general problem with this team, and pretty much all the teams I thought of for this tournament, all of the members are incredibly slow. Luckily I do land the overheat. I half expected to miss because I'm playing this game. So yeah, that guy's dead, and it's pretty much a stalemate. Except not really, I'm using the word wrongly. It is a 5-5 right now, and we just started, so yeah. Sends out X-Wing, Latios, and hey, don't really have anything for Latios. I have Regice, who is physically bulky with some natural special defense. Switch to that. Takes the Psyshock pretty well. It's a kind of a 3-hit KO. So that kinda sucks. So back to the drawing board. Iceman should have more special defense investment if I am going to use it as a special wall, which I kind of intended it to be. But Psyshock hits the physical defense anyway, so I'm actually better off being physically bulky here. But even still, that does a great chunk thingy damage amount, which is kind of bad for me. I'm definitely going with the Thunder Wave here. The best thing he could do is go into his Crocodile, but he must have predicted Toxic because he goes into his Luke Skywalker, and I Thunder Wave that thing. And definitely going to switch out here into something that can take it close combat, because it is clear as daylight that that is what he's going to do, because every Latios in the world uses close combat and is life orbed. So I'm thinking, hey, that's cool, going to Cutman, I can resist that. Uses close combat, does a frickin' huge amount, does over half my health, and I'm like, hey, that was pretty dumb of me. Should have probably gone into Conkeldurr instead, because Gutsman, the Conkeldurr, is a physically bulky, impish type set, and Cutman is specially defensive, so generally a misplay of trying to take that resisted hit, because obviously it is a 2-hit KO, and that is bad. Predicts my switch into Fireman and goes for a Nightshade, which is very nice. Gonna use Overheat, don't really care. whatever he goes into will die. This is a Specs overheat, and decides to go into his Darth Maul, and that's definitely a dead Darth Maul. So that's pretty cool. Evening up the score, still have that Latios haunting me. I don't have anything for it at all. Yeah, so, make a mixed tier tourney, bring Latios. That's pretty cool. I mean, it is overused, and, you know, it does have its counters, but yeah, I'm using all these RU guys, and UU guys, and blah 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 blah. Iceman doesn't really take the Psyshock well, and I don't really have any other choice but to stay in and just hope that it gets like min damage and that I can survive and use Ice Beam. But of course, it faints. So Iceman basically did nothing. So that really sucks. So yeah, NU Pokemon versus OU Pokemon. NU Pokemon loses. That's basically the story there. Going to Cutman, who should have been at full health, but because I am silly, it is not at full health, and Psyshock is definitely going to take it out. Maybe would have taken it out anyway, because my defense is pretty poor. So Cutman is down, and things are looking pretty shaky. I'm kind of on my last legs. Going to Elecman here. And, yeah, I've got some max HP there, looking all cool with my max HP. Oh, yeah. And, I'm levitating, because I'm a Elecman and I can fly with my electricity, right? And, uses, Psyshaku, and, almost kills, but, oh, that's no problem. I'm just gonna crit Dragon Tail, so that is a dead Latios right there. So things are beginning to turn my way because Latios is gone. Excuse me, X-Wing is gone. X-Wing, the most powerful of the Star Wars Darth Vader fleet thingy. This is really a dying analogy. It's very bad. There is some communicating. Please stand by. Goes into Genosian, who I don't know what that is, because I'm not really a Star Wars fan. You know what? It's all Red Dwarf for me, guys, dudes. Yeah, Red Dwarf over Star Wars. I know they really don't compare, they're completely different genres, but both of them take place in space, so that's all I'm going to do about that thing that I have, and it's an opinion, so there. Of course, Elecman cannot take a Life Orb hit. Between Latios and Yanmega, I'm just completely flattened. It even carries Ancient Power, so Fireman is gone, which kind of sucks. And brings me down into Gutsman, the physically bulky, impish Conkeldurr, and if I had some special defense investment, I could take a hit, but it is not the case. Praying for a miss, but nope. That's a 5% chance that I do not get, and that is my tournament match for the Kwanderen66s theme tournament. And I lose pretty badly. Just basically Latios bends me over and has its way with my poopy hole, and that's the story. I mean, that's pretty much the story. So if you're watching this and you're in the tourney, pack something for Latios. That's just a bit of advice for you. And this is RobotnikIsSexy signing off and bringing you stuff. Yeah.